Welcome to today's video. So first and foremost, we have the 3-line rifle, a new Battle Pass season gun. I like it, though, you know what I'm saying, I have some problems with it. But first things first, we got to level up the gun, okay, before we do anything else. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head over to a match, and I will continue talking about it. All right, guys, so we're in our first match ever with this gun. Now, mind you, I was going into this very, very skeptical, I would have to say, of the gun. I like the gun. I like the way it's built. I like the way it looks and the way it feels. It feels okay, especially for a two-finger thumb player like me. It was very hard at first, I have to say that. I made a random build. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just looking for something that would be useful. Of course, luckily for me, I got my first match was a bot match, so I was able to go in and have a little bit of fun trying to, you know what I'm saying, figure out the ins and out of the gun. The gun is very good. With that in mind, it does also have some cons to it. Now, for a two-finger player like me, right, there is a certain type of way I feel about sniping with two fingers. Now, the BOQ, HDR, ZRG, Locust, those are very good guns, right? I can use those just fine, or Rytec as well. This one felt more so like a marksman rifle than an actual regular sniper. Now, the reason why they put it in the sniper category baffles me, and I'm still, you know, trying to figure that out. It should have been a marksman. It feels more so like a marksman, like the kilo bolt action in the game. Enough talk about the gun and how it feels to me. Let's get into some of these matches. Now, in most of these matches that you will see, I'm playing on, I usually like to play between Hardpoint Rust and Hardpoint Shipment. These two give me the full advantage. You'll see later on in the video of me like probably camping in a little corner or whatever. Usually I don't like to do that, especially when it comes to like sniping. I like to actually get out there, play aggressive. But when it comes to gold and / Damascus grinding, I have to switch up my tactics, which is why you guys see me over there in these certain types of spots. It was very how can I say it? It was a delicate process. It was a very delicate process. It took some time to figure out the ins and out. Of course, this took me a total of about 4 hours to actually get it to gold. And that's not like the most easiest one. When I was doing this, I was comparing it to the NA45, in which case I told Doug, I was like, Doug, I don't know about this gun. This gun was very aggravating, to say the least, with the way it was sniping, because this gun is not a quick scope type of sniper rifle. I don't really recommend it. I mean, if you can do that, please, by all means, do that. But for most of the time, especially for two-finger players, this is not one of those guns you want to quick scope with. I have to say that. It has some nice bullets. It fires pretty well. The firing interval, of course, you can change that. I'll go over that as well while we're, you know what I'm saying, going through this video. But enough talk. Let's just see some gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and cut to some other gameplays. I will see you guys around when we do the progress check on how far I got.
Hardpoint identified. Capture objective. Hostiles have a hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Point contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified.
Okay, I know I said that we were going to wait till the progress chase, but I was lying. You see, the reason why was because this game was probably one of the worst recorded games. I didn't get as much kills or as many achievements and data that I needed, especially for this gun, because there was one annoying person that would always kill me, especially like he was interrupting my grind and I was trying to grind it. Like I was not trying to deal with it. So you may or may not see me switch to VMP that I have, because I was also running overkill with this, because sometimes this gun was just not it, especially while grinding, like trying to hit these quick scopes compared to like other snipers. This gun was not it. I was trying to have my fun and keep it positive, especially because I was on the call with my buddies. But I just could not keep it positive.
You've taken the lead.
It was very, very rough. Okay. It was very rough. God help us all.
Target's in sight. Sniper.
Hostiles have a hard point.
Get down.
UAV recon standing by. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Capture the objective.
All right, so this is me maybe about a good 30 minutes in. Right now I'm doing the progress check, seeing how much I have left. And boy, oh boy, when I say this, I was experiencing pain looking at this, because I actually did all of this within this week. I was experiencing the most pain I've ever felt, okay? Just looking at the numbers, it was distraught was brought upon your boy. I had depression, anxiety, all of that. Yeah, it was horrible. By the way, this is one of the clips that was actually supposed to be a full match, but it was not. It ended up being only like 27 minutes of gameplay, which kinda and really sucked for me. I was not happy when I found out that a lot of my gameplay was missing from my but don't worry, the video is gonna come together either way. Just another little we was on shipment this time, so you know it was a lot easier to get those kills. I think I was just running around, probably just grinding a little bit more kills, that way I can try to level them all up around the same time, and I wouldn't be missing anything.
Is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Overall, these matches were pretty fun. I liked them. Using this sniper though was like very, very heartbreaking. Oh, there's a message from Doc. I was trying to ask him if he could get on, help me out, record some clips for me with this gun. But yeah, in this match, I was just very heartbreaking. I had to say, like, my health was deteriorating every time I was trying to snipe with this gun. It was a feat to behold. Man, was I so pissed at the end of this. I was depressed. I literally had to tell Doug, I'm like, look, I'm gonna just work on everything else like in like a week or tomorrow and just never touch this sniper again. That was me by the end of it. Of course, I'm gonna use the sniper because, you know, it just came out and why not? It might get a buff. I just want to see how it plays. I haven't taken it into rank, so don't be asking about the ranks or anything right now. Right now, I'm just keeping it strictly pub, because I know if I decide to get into rank, I'm probably gonna break something. And as you guys can clearly tell, I have an iPhone. I don't want to break that bad boy, okay?
We've taken the lead. Hostiles have the hardpoint contested. Capture the objective. Capture the objective. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint Guardian has been spotted. UAV online. Friendly Hunter Killer drone deployed. Friendly Predator missing.
Look at that. This is probably going to be one of the best clips I've ever had. That nice little twofer I got right there. I love the twofer. I'm telling you. And it was a 3 for 2. Look. That was probably the happiest I've been since recording using the gun.
Enemy in sight. Tango down.
As you guys can see, I'm starting to get used to it in these matches. It was a lot better afterwards. Now, of course, I kept dying. One thing about it was the mobility was probably worse than the HDRs. So I would say you're going to have to compensate a lot when you're building these, especially if you want to do like the gold gun or whatever. Like when you're making these gun loadouts, like most of it is what's wrong with the gun, what do I need to fix, what do I need to compensate for it. Now, of course, I compensated a lot because of my aggressive playstyle. I compensated a lot for mobility, in which case most of this build is mobility, but a lot of it is also recoil, control, and accuracy. I probably only had around like maybe a 75 accuracy with this one and like a 60 recoil, but overall that build was good. This is of course the build that I'm using in these videos right here. Now the other build is just a build that I was just using to have fun. That one I used a lot more mobility with, but the mobility for that one was a lot worse than the GRs.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. UAV online. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Capture the objective.
Tango down. Enemy contact.
All right, so now it's time for the second progress check. I'm looking at the gun. I'm almost there, halfway there. I'm about like maybe an hour and a half in right now, and I'm just looking at how close. I do got a lot of headshots and a lot of long shots to go. I was just very, very, very disappointed with myself. I was in fact so disappointed that I decided, I was like, okay, you know what? F this. This is BS because I did not like the gun. Okay, so of course, I think I've stated multiple times that I lost a lot of my recording while recording these videos, these clips, in fact. I lost a lot of them due to, I think, a storage issue on my phone. So I'm probably going to have to update my storage or just get another phone. It was kind of heartbreaking, to say the least. I wanted to show you guys all of the experience I went through, but I knew if I did that, that would have been like a 4-hour video. And you know, as a person who works, and you know what I'm saying, I want to start making videos again, I cannot do a 4-hour video and try to do like a 4-hour voiceover. That's too much talking. So I'll be cutting in and out of the talking. I'm trying to keep this under like 30 minutes right now. So I'm deleting a lot of like unnecessary just footage from this video. Except for just the ones where I'm just talking and just, you know what I'm saying, letting you guys see the gameplay. Of course, other than that, when I'm not talking, I'm just deleting unnecessary footage. But anyways, back to the gun grind. This gun You know what I'm saying? Still growing on your boy. Of course, by the end of this, I was very, very tired. It was like maybe 9 o'clock at night when I finally finished. And I'm just like, I got to work in the morning. Let me go to bed. Put everything down. I'll deal with it all tomorrow. Another funny moment that I came across, I totally forgot about this. Yeah, I did not get up here at all whatsoever. I was so mad when I found out that they patched this and no one could get up there via that end. That was horrible. A horrible, horrible thing that they did.
Hostiles have the hard point. Capture the objective. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down. Hostiles have the hard
Contact
point.
with enemy.
Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. UAV online. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
After about another hour, maybe, of just recording and losing the videos, we finally made it up to this point where I'm almost done with the grind. I only got like 5 of each for the longer shots and headshots, and man, I was so stoked. I was so happy. I'm like, yeah, let's never do this again.
Let's go. Let's go. Targets in sight.
Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hard point contested. UAV online. Hard point identified. Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Lost the lead.
Enemy contact. Targets in sight.
UAV online. Hostiles jamming our radar. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Enemy contact.
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Lost the lead.
Contact with enemy. Tango down.
UAV recon ready for deployment. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Contact with enemy.
Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point locked down. A-bomb is ready. Hostile sentry gun in Bravo. Stealth chopper on standby. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostiles have the hard point. Enemy sentry has been destroyed. Hard point is ours. Capture the hard point. Hard point contested.
Target's in sight.
Hard point locked down. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. UAV online.
Enemy down!
Hard point identified. Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point locked down.
Changing mag!
Hard point lost. We lost the lead. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Friendly EMP systems incoming. UAV online. Capture the objective. Hard point contested. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Contact with enemy.
Hard point locked down. Hostiles have the hard point. We lost the lead.
Enemy contact.
Hard point is ours. Capture the objective. UAV online. Hard point locked down.
Flashbang!
Contact with enemy. Target's in sight.
Okay, well, look. All right. We're closing in. This wasn't the second to last. This was the second to last video that was recorded, and the only one that had enough clips or whatever to make this video that I am bringing out to you guys. And I finally did it. I finally got it. Got gold. It was a lot of mishaps, but a lot of ups and downs. But we did it. We completed it. And we're going to go ahead and equip that Damascus because Damascus is sexy. Thank you all so much for watching to the end of this video. I had a very tough time. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I had a tough time with this one. This one was filled with a lot of sadness, a lot of distress, but I am so glad I did this. I'm so glad I got this out of the way. I'm so glad you guys watched it and enjoyed it and left a like, left a view even. And if you want to, you can comment as well. I thank you all for coming out here and supporting your boy. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm popping out with more bangers soon. Coming. All of it. Thank you guys so much. Once again, I am very grateful for you guys stopping by. And I will see you guys all in the next video.